Do not drug your child, instead hug your child. What I mean to say is today's generation, parents are going crazy taking their children to a psychiatrist who is drugging their child in the name of ADHD or depression or dyslexia or maybe schizophrenia or any other mental illness. Your child might not be going through a mental illness, and your child might only be going through some behavioral problems, some coping problems, or maybe your child just needs a little more love and attention from you. Now, as a parent, I understand all parents love their children, but in loving their children, the slightest variation of behavior, for example, you get a complaint from school that your child is not coping well in a particular subject, or there is behavioral problem, your child is not listening, your child is back answering, your child is aggressive, he is short tempered, or he is showing signs of lack of attention in school. We got a question from a mother, and this question basically led to this blog video which I want to read to you. The question is, in spite of all possible ways, my 14-year-old is getting spoiled day by day. He is always lying to me and my husband and also stealing money from home. In spite of telling him to ask for money, he needs to steal. We have always stood by his side, but he doesn't have any respect for us. We changed his school for better future, but he has lost all manners and shows lot of behavioral issues with respect to teachers and elders. Please help. Now, we had a one-on-one session with this mother, and what we found out was the child starting below 10 years of age was showing not liking certain subjects in school, and since the school was complaining that he's not able to cope up, he was put into a test. The test came positive that the child has hyperattention and the child has this problem and this problem and this problem, and we all know it's ADHD and it's dyslexia or something or the other was diagnosed, and because of this diagnosis he was put in a learning disability school. And of course the child was not very happy being uprooted from his original school and being put in this school. He started showing more aggression, he started showing more, he was stealing, he was doing all sorts of behavior which would kind of defy, he was in defiance that he didn't want to do anything that his parents wanted him to do. And because of this, he was again, taken to a psychiatrist who diagnosed him again and put him on heavy drugs. And because of these drugs, the child became numb. And then after a lot of intervention and questioning, we found out that the child had gone through a very bad childhood. So there was a lot of aggression, there was a lot of yelling, screaming, and he saw things probably what he shouldn't have seen. And because of that, the first problem started. He started showing disinterest in school, and from there he was put out of school. And because he was put out of school, he got more aggressive and more upset. And because of that, he was taken to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist diagnosed that he has issues and was put on drugs. Now, imagine a 14-year-old child being put on psychotic drugs, heavy drugs. And once we found out with papers, we found out that the drugs were, things that he was not even showing symptoms, like schizophrenia. He didn't have schizophrenia, he was not showing any symptoms of schizophrenia, but he was still put on heavy dosage of schizophrenia drug, of depression drug, and these were not what the child was showing symptoms. Now, my message to you is, a lot of parents, because of some behavioral issues, go crazy and want to show it to a doctor, and the doctors are being trained to do what they are doing, find some disease in the child and put the child on drug. And my message over here is, please find out first whether your child is showing an abnormal behavior or not. So what is abnormal behavior? Abnormal behavior, if you have to take your child to a psychiatrist, would be that if your child is either hurting himself, not able to do daily functions of life, by himself and he needs help, so he's kind of showing symptoms of insanity, or he might hurt himself, or your child might hurt someone else because of either fits or rage or something like that, then he is supposed to be taken to a psychiatrist and shown and maybe put on drugs. And along with the drugs, counseling is utmost important. Now it really upsets me that children as young as 9, 6, 5 are being diagnosed with psychiatric disorders and put on psychotic medicines. It's crazy, right? Parents need to understand that it's not the drug that is going to help your child, it is the hugs, the love, the understanding of your child. And behaviors like, oh, the child is calling names to the teachers, or the child is lying, or the child is a little aggressive, or the child is misbehaving, or he doesn't have interest in subjects like math or science or geography. That is called normal, right? That is not an abnormal behavior. I mean, when I look into my school, I was a prankster. I used to do all sort of pranks with my teachers and in my school, and we have been called and we have been punished, but this is all part of being a student and a student's life. And if you say that, okay, there's something wrong in this child because either the school is not able to understand or the parent is not able to understand, and then you go and show your child to a psychiatrist, is absolutely crazy. So what I would advise you is you should start off with a counselor, either a school counselor or an external counselor. Then a counselor counsels the child and understands what the child's problems are, whether it's domestic, at home, father, mother, environment, or whether the child is having some coping mechanism issues, he's not able to cope with his studies, or maybe something else. The counselor will elicit that, and if required, the counselor might suggest a child psychologist. And a child psychologist basically understands more of academics, more of growing and development issues, but this is not related to brain dysfunction. It is just general, some children learn slow, some children learn fast, some children are very calm, some are very aggressive. That doesn't mean there is something wrong. And then if required, and if, as I said, the child either might harm himself, or he's insane, or he's mad, or he's a threat or to himself or other people, then a psychiatric intervention is required. And so this is basically becoming a viral thing, that it's very normal for young boys and girls to be taken to a psychiatrist and being just given drugs, and parents think that that drug is going to help my child become okay. I'm here to tell you it's not, because it's not just about your child, it's about your parenting style, but at the same time it's about you as a mother and father, your marriage. It's also about the environment that you have in your child, you're giving your child, and it's about the interactions that you are having with your child. So if your child is not listening to you, it's not that you punish your child, or you make him a loner, or you give him names, or you compare your child, or you kind of start yelling and nagging at your child. That's not going to help. All you need to do is understand why your child is lying, why your child is stealing, why your child is watching those websites which he probably is not supposed to watch. Why is your child going and wanting love from outside the house and not from you as a mother or father? That is what is important, and that is my message. Do not drug your child. In fact, hug your child, give your child love and care, talk to your child, listen to your child, think like your child, get into your child's world and understand the war that is going in his mind at the age of 5, 6, 7, 14, 17. It's chaos. And on top of that, if you put your child outside, change the school, or the mother also shared that she was thinking of putting her child to a boarding school, that is putting him outside his home, sending him to another city, another university. These are not options which are healthy in the long run. In the short run, you might think, oh, what, I can't do anything, send him away, and maybe that as a punishment will help him, or he will understand, or he will realize I'm here to tell you it will not happen. We at Badri's Life Transformation Academy, we talk about the circle of happiness, where we understand that it's not the personal development, it's also the health, it's also the love from your parents, from looking at your mom and dad and their bonding. It is also the family love, all put together kind of makes you who you are, and the circle of happiness is something that needs to be balanced. So if you need any help and support, and if you're a parent and you are someone who's struggling with your child, I would highly recommend that before you move on to a psychiatrist or any major decisions, contact us at info@mutsabadri.com and let us understand your child, yourself, your environment, your background, where is the problem, where is the cause, and what the solution could be. It will probably help you in the long run and help your child become a better citizen, a better human being, a better person in the long run, rather than drugging him and putting him through more stress and chaos. I hope this video helps you. I know it's a little long video, a little more on a serious note, but I thought that this is important for me to share, because we get so many emails and we get so many messages saying my child needs help and he's on psychiatric medicine, and I don't know what to do, so I'm just doing something which I feel like doing from nowhere. It's really crazy, and we want to help you. If you have any questions regarding this video, post it in the comment below. Ask us any questions regarding your child, and if you need, send us an email on info@mutsabadri.com. Share this video with those parents whom you know are going through hell with the child and child's behavior, or they're really not able to understand what to do. Give us a shot. Let me help you help your child. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay alive, stay fearless, dream big, stay strong, and I'll see you soon in the next video.